Register on PariPesa with our promo code FANSTRIPE to enjoy up to 140,000 naira bonus on top of first deposit. Use promo code FANSTRIPE. No forget. 2-2 draw first of all. My guy Sam, nice one, man. Thanks for coming through. This is one of the admins of JabulaniXI, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, and Naija guy. He's in the country, so he may come around. But anyways, we move. Your thoughts on the game today?
It's frustrating. I left home halfway through the first half, right? So I caught the first goal that Fulham scored, and it's just like, come on, you shouldn't be conceding a goal like that at all. And I don't know, we looked flat. There were times in the second half that we were lively. We thought, maybe we'll get a win. And Nketiah scored the second goal. We thought that we'll pick up the pace, maybe even get a third goal. But it just looked flat at the end of the day. Just kind of like the typical Arsenal performance that we're used to getting frustrated about. So, yeah, man, that's my thoughts.
And then we know Arteta is testing something. Partey at right back, Havertz in the Xhaka position, Ben White at right centre back. Saka having no option on the overlap, and he's testing something. Is this the end of the test, or should this be the end of that test?
I don't think so. I think he's going to keep. I mean, personally, I do, but I don't think Arteta is going to. He's going to keep experimenting.
Stubborn, huh?
Stop. I think he's going to keep experimenting. It's frustrating that at this point in time, we don't know what the starting 11 is. We don't know everybody's secured position. And I think that's the issue. And it caught up to us today. We were lucky in the first 2 games. We won those games, right? The Palace result was good. But coming into today's game, like, we should have that, starting 11 that we feel like, look, this is the 11 that we can use to push on for the season. I'm a little bit worried now that we're going to get to a point where we're playing the League Cup games, we're playing the Champions League games, and we don't have our proper secure starting 11. And then, we're going to keep mixing around because we're going to have to rotate in those games as well, right? So Arteta needs to get his act together and pick a starting 11 and make sure that everybody knows their position. You understand? It's a positive that Jesus is back today. Nketiah, I don't know who he's going to want to play in that position there.
He has scored again.
He scored again today. You can't downplay Nketiah's work rate. The guy works hard. He could score more goals, yes, but I think across a 38-game season, Nketiah actually might score more goals than Jesus. But
if he's starting regularly, I agree, bro.
If he's starting regularly, he genuinely might score more goals. So look, Arteta just needs to find that starting 11 that he knows he can carry throughout the season. Of course, you're going to get to games where you're going to have to move things around. You're going to play those Champions League games midweek. You're going to be having maybe even 3 games in the week rather than 2. So you're going to have to mix
3 games in 8 days or 9 days, something like that.
Exactly, something like that. It always happens in the season, right? So look, he just needs to get his act together and just find that starting 11 that he's comfortable with, that the players are comfortable with, and everybody knows their roles. Because I think when you're switching things around too many times, players just get confused and they're not comfortable, especially the new guys that have come in. Yeah.
Nice one. And then, statements. So you answer me yes or no. Arteta set Trossard up to fail today. Yes or no?
I don't think he set him up to fail. I think that's harsh.
No, because, first of all, imagine where you're playing him, you understand? He's cold at the moment. He has not been playing minutes. The last game, he didn't play at all. So he has been resting since the first game. So that's more than 2 weeks of no football. And then you throw him in centre forward against Fulham. They are going to be defending with big defenders. Our brother Bassi, bigger than you.
But I mean, when you look at Arsenal's performances of recent at home, a game like this we should be winning. And Trossard, this is something that the fans have been calling for Trossard to be playing up top, right? To be playing down the middle, like they want him to play there. And it's like, at halftime, Arteta realized it wasn't working, brought Nketiah on. But this is the position that we want Trossard to be playing in. So I don't think he threw him in the deep end. I think genuinely, if you're playing for Arsenal, you're playing in the Premier League, you should be ready for moments like that. Regardless of whether you've been playing for the last 3 games or you've been resting for the last 3 games. You should be ready to jump in. And look, maybe he looks a little bit rusty today, but I don't think you can say Arteta threw him in the deep end, man. I don't think so. It's harsh to say.
Fair enough. And then your thoughts on the team's positioning now, because the next game is Man United, and they've had a win today, big morale boosting win, in as much as we know the conditions, red card and penalty, but in the end it's a win.
It's a win. It's going to be a difficult game. Arsenal Man United is always a difficult one. Is it at home or away?
Emirates Stadium.
See, this is the one that Arsenal typically win, right? Is when we go to Old Trafford is when we struggle. So I'm hoping we have home advantage. But it seems to me that Arsenal, Man United are kind of in a similar position. Man United might be struggling a little bit more, but I think in terms of like the results, it's like you can see there's kind of faults in both sides, right? So this is going to be one of those games where it's like whoever plays better on the day is going to come out on top. It's going to be difficult, but I would say Arsenal will get their job done again.
So finally, just tell me your thoughts on Havertz. 3 games, he started all of them. Your thoughts on his performances?
I will keep playing him because, look,
What?
what options do we have? We don't have that many options. If I'm honest.
Maybe, I don't know, man. Odegaard comes back to that position and then maybe Trossard in the 10 or something.
But this is what I'm saying. This is where it comes. This is what I was. This goes back to what I was saying before, right? About the coach switching things up. If we take Havertz out, we're going to be experimenting even more and more. So I'm struggling here. I honestly don't know whether Arteta has found Havertz's comfortable position. And this is my worry. I want to see if there's a player in this guy, but it seems like he's been roaming around, having to play in different positions, and he's just not comfortable. But then at the same time as well, is he putting in the work?
No wahala, bro. We move. Thank you for coming through.
No problem, man.
Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for every